Well, hello there. So graceful. You guys asked, and you shall receive today the makeup tutorial from the Sarah Hyland inspired braided short hairstyle. I love this look. You guys did too. So let's get into it and let's learn how to do it together. First thing, let's give this face an even coverage. I'm having a little bit of breakouts and my cheeks. I just exfoliated my face, so it looks like I was just outside for like 10 hours sledding. I'm using the Lancome 24-hour makeup and I'm in the shade 210 Buff, and I'm going to mix in a little bit of this SD Edit Radiance Activator just because this foundation is more on the matte side and my skin has been a little bit dry. So I want to add a little bit of radiance to my skin, just like half a pump, and I'm just going to mix it on the back of my hand. I'm just first applying it with a really small foundation brush, and then I'm going to blend it out with my dampened beauty blender. And you guys, I showed this in a previous video, this black one. I found it on Amazon for literally I think $5, and I actually prefer it over my original beauty blender. It is so soft, it's so bouncy. I just love the way it blends. I feel like I can just sit here and bounce this for a good like 10-20 minutes. It just feels so good on my face. Do you guys see that slight radiance on my face from that illuminator or the activator? I just love this stuff. A little goes a long way. You can use it on its own, or like I do it, mix it in with your foundation. So next, I'm gonna move on straight to the eyebrows and skip the concealer first because I will be having colored eyeliners in the waterline and the lower lash line, and sometimes it does have fallout, so I'm gonna skip that for now. And lately I have been loving a more natural hairy brow, giving them a nice little cleanup before I start filling them in, like the little sparse areas. And I'm using the IT Cosmetics Brow Power Universal Brow Pencil. And this pencil is great because it just kind of adjusts to your hair color. Does that make sense? And a little bit goes a long way.
You're looking very hairy there.
Am I?
Yeah.
So like you guys see, I'm just doing really small strokes, going back in with the spoolie, blending it out, not doing too crazy, not too sharp lines, just focusing on my natural brow shape and size. He says these eyebrows make me look serious like the Joker. I don't get it. That's not really a compliment, babe.
You just look very serious with them.
Okay. I actually found a new product that I want to try out for the eyebrows, and it's by Milani. It's the Easy Brow Tinted Fiber Gel. I got the shade 02 Natural Taupe. And it's this tiny little spoolie, and it has kind of like fibers inside the formula to give your brows a more hairy like texture, I guess, and look. I don't know how this makes me look more serious with these brows, babe.
I feel more intimidated.
You know, some of them are super intense with the fiber, but this one's very natural, I feel like. What do you guys think? I really like it. Really nice. And it has a lot more other shades in the store as well. All right, let's move on to the eye look. I actually ran out of my eye primer, my favorite NARS eye primer, so I'm substituting my face primer for the eyes, and this is a Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. The palette I'm using today is going to be Tartlet in Bloom by Tarte, and you guys, if you have followed me for a while, I love this palette. It's very well loved, and it smells like chocolate. First, I'm going to set the primer with Flower Child on a 217 MAC brush, so it'll be easier to blend out the eyeshadows. So next, to add a nice color right on top of my crease, I'm gonna take this beautiful shade Sweetheart and then Smarty Pants right on top of that. They're both matte shades, which is perfect. So I'm gonna start in the outer crease, and then I'm gonna bring it on top of the crease and into the inner corner. To help deepen the crease just a little bit, I'm gonna take this shade Jet Setter. It's more of like a cooler toned brown that's also a matte, on the same 217 brush, and I'm gonna majority focus of the shade right here in the outer corner along top of the crease, just like that. Back and forth and then swiveling in circular motions. You guys see the difference that it makes? Just a little shade darker in your crease kind of brightens up your eyes, opens them up, and it creates a larger effect on your eye.
Bigger eyeballs.
Yeah, it looks like I have bigger eyeballs, when in reality I don't.
Bigger balls are always better.
Are they?
Yeah.
Size does not matter, Andre. Next, moving on to the mostly of the outer corner, I'm taking a smaller crease brush. This is by Makeup Geek, and I'm taking this beautiful shade Leader. I'm gonna focus it mostly right here, kind of creating that V. So like that, and then bringing it, connecting it towards the top lash line. I'm gonna go back into Jet Setter and a little bit of Sweetheart, Just mixing the two, and I'm back to my 217. And I'm gonna blend out the crease just a little bit more, just to kind of soften the lines in between all of these shades together. And it's okay if I take it down a little bit lower and give myself raccoon eyes, because with concealer we can clean it all up, you guys. It's all good. You can go a little bit crazy. Now let's add some sparkle and shine to our lid, and I'm taking the shade Funny Girl, and I love this shade in this palette. It's so gorgeous. And I'm taking a packing brush. This is the MAC 242 brush, and it's awesome. So I'm starting in the center of my lid, and then I'm bringing the rest of the shade or color right to my inner corner, and then bringing it like about 3/4 of the way out. I'm gonna take again Jet Setter and a little bit of Leader, just to add that into the crease to help blend this beautiful Funny Girl in. So I'm gonna start in the outer crease and focus majority of that color in there. And then I'm gonna bring it into the inner corner. Go back to the 217 brush. Let's blend it in. Actually, I'm gonna go back and add some more Funny Girl, because I feel like I lost that intensity. And I actually do this at least once or twice. Back in, back out, you know, add, blend, until I get the intensity. I'm gonna highlight my brow bone using Charmer and Funny Girl mixed together. Just creates like that custom highlight shade for the brow. And I'll apply it right to the center of where my arch is. And I'm gonna slightly blend it out with this Sigma Inner Corner E46 brush. And now let's move on to my favorite part of this whole look. It's the lower lash line with these two eyeliner pencils. And the best part is, they're super budget friendly. They're by NYX, and they're amazing. They're waterproof, they last on all day long, and the shades are just beautiful. First, I'm taking this beautiful, like navy blue shade that's called Sunrise Blue. I don't know why it's called Sunrise. I would call it Midnight Blue. And I'm taking that right into the outer corners of my lower lash line, and I'm gonna bring it in about halfway. Make sure you connect it to your top lash line and create a little flick, just like that. Next, I'm taking the turquoise shade, and the shade is called Azure. I'm gonna apply it right up to where my eyelashes end and where that darker blue begins. It's gonna create that ombre effect. And now I'm gonna take a flat shader brush, and this is the MAC 212, and I'm gonna blend them two together, so it's not going to be as harsh. Next, I'm going to take some mascara and apply it to my lashes. This is the Maybelline Lash Sensational. I'm giving them a quick coat before I apply my falsies. I'm taking a really intense dramatic lashes by Coco in the line Ariel. They're so fluttery, they're so beautiful, and they're a little bit too long for me. So I'm gonna trim them just a little bit on the outside, not on the inner corner, just the outside. And this is how I kind of get them ready for my eye. Kind of wiggle them back and forth, creating this U shape so they get more flexible. All right, let's trim them just a little bit. And I'm using my glue by House of Lashes. It's one of my all-time favorites. And these lashes are awesome because they're inexpensive and they last quite a bit. First to the inner corner, and make sure you bring it in as close as possible to your lash line. You guys remember the makeup challenge that we did with Andre's double lash? Now that was awesome. Sometimes the inner corner plays me and does not want to cooperate, like right now. Because these lashes have a very dramatic thick band, I don't want a crazy contrast and transition from my eyes to the fake lashes. So I'm adding a little bit of the black liquid eyeliner. Next, let's move on to concealer, and I'm using one of my favorites, drugstore concealer. This is by Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, and I'm taking the shade Light Pale. This will just help brighten up my face. Take my dampened beauty blender and let's blend this in. I'm gonna set my under eye concealer and the rest of the concealer where I placed it with the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder with my dampened beauty blender, just a little bit, and a little bit goes a long way. And for some reason, when I do set my under eye area, I love doing it with the dampened beauty blender. I feel like it gives it even more of a flawless finish. No, you guys need to try this thing out. I'm not even sponsored, I wish I was. It's so amazing. I know, I need to stop selling it. You guys, I have rediscovered my long lost palette by Kat Von D, the Shade and Light palette. It is the face palette, not the eyeshadow palette. And I love this thing to give my face definition and warmth. And I like this shade right here, the lightest shade. And I'm using my NARS Ita brush. And it just carves them cheekbones out. And for the rest of the face, I'm not going to do anything too crazy just because I already have such dramatic eyes. So I'm going to keep it pretty neutral with the rest of the face. And for my blush, I'm taking NYX Baked Blush in the shade Chiffon. And this is the beautiful neutral blush that has shimmer in it. I love it with this makeup look. So pretty. And I'm using the Sonia Kashuk blush brush in the gold edition. Let's give my face a little bit of a glow. I'm gonna continue using this Sigma Inner Corner E46 brush, and I'm taking my Makeup Revolution Vivid Baked Highlighter in the shade Golden Lights. This highlighter is so pretty. And then right on the bridge of my nose, kind of gives like an iridescent glow. Highlight my inner corners of my eyes. I totally almost forgot my mascara for my lower lash line, just to intensify the eyes even more. And last but not least, for the lips, I'm taking two shades by Revlon Ultra HD. They're matte lip colors. I'm gonna make a custom shade for myself, and the first one is going to be 645 Forever. And I really like these except for the smell. Like a fake fruit. It smells very fake. No, smell it and let me know what you think of it. What does it smell like to you?
It smells like pink fruit.
Smells like pink fruit?
Yeah, pink one.
But it's okay, it doesn't linger, which is good. So I'm taking the 645 and just kind of contouring the outside of my lips. And I'm gonna take that more pinky shade and I'm gonna pop it right in the center, 640 Embrace. And then just blend it out with my finger. I hope you guys like this look. I love it. It is so pretty. It puts a nice impact on your eyes. And the rest of the face is nice and neutral, but yeah, it still looks flawless and it's perfect for fall. And now, let's do those sexy slow-mo. Thank you so much for watching, spending some time with me, and letting me indulge in my corny side. I hope you guys liked this video. Maybe you found some inspiration for your next makeup look. Hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you haven't. My name is Milana, and welcome to my channel. And I will see you in the next video. I love you all very much, and I will say my goodbyes. Bye.